Okay, we said a few members of Gidl Amarav, and we're up to a new one. Nothing to do in Nedarim. A shtickle to do in Nedarim, but Amarav Gidl Amarav, we're up to Ches Amud Aleph, top line. Amarav Gidl Amarav, Minayin Shenishboyin L'Kayim Es HaMitzvah. How do you know if a person swears to go ahead and be Mekayim a mitzvah? How do you know you can do that? Shenemar Nishbati Ve'Kayema. I swore and I fulfilled. Lishmar mishpatei tzidkecha, to watch the mishpatim of your righteousness. Now, what do you, Fred the Gemara Kasha? How could you swear to go ahead and do a mitzvah? But like mushba, guys, there's a rule we're going to see. Ein shvur chalal shvur. One shvur can't be chal on another shvur. So we already were swore by Hasinai to keep the mitzvahs. So how's it possible then to go ahead and make a shvur to keep a mitzvah if you already were mushba in Hasinai? Ella hakamash malon. That you're not swearing to go ahead, you're swearing to go ahead and be mizarez yourself to do the mitzvah. Not that you're swearing on. There's reasons of the mitzvah is you mizarez yourself. I don't know exactly. I didn't get this so good.
The case in Psachim, that the father makes a shul.
To get first, right? To be mizarez then. It's a mizarez. It's the same type of thing. To whoever gets the, but there we said it's not even a shvur.
You said it wasn't.
Yeah, right.
This would start to time to limit. Says when you put this now, Ram, why did he swear? He didn't need the money anyways from the king. Why did he have to swear? Because that gave his reason that it was. He elevated it.
He elevated. The lashon is that it's tzaddikim mashpim es yitzram. They weren't going to do it anyway. So, but now there's a better reason. It's a mamoves. It's a mashal.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway. On. Okay.
I think it's appropriate.
I think it's very appropriate. I'm very, very proud of you. Okay. Let's see a little Ran over here because I really don't know what's going on. I'm not doing a good job. It says the Ran on the left side. The Haki Prusha. This is the way it appears to me the explanation. Meikar Kasal Kedaitach initially be thought the Rav Gidl Aslash Minan Sheshvua Chalal Dvar Mitzvah Kidvar Rishus. Just like a shvua, guys, you can make a shvua to eat, you can make a shvua not to eat. So you can make a shvua to wear tzitzis, you make a shvua not to wear tzitzis. In other words, the Havamina of the Gemara is you can go ahead, and just as you could swear to go ahead on a Devar Rishus, you could swear on a Devar Mitzvah. Umukach Lam Medichsev Nishpati Kayema. I swore and I did. In other words, if you're swearing to do a mitzvah, fellas, that's shvur chal shvur. Guys, in the parsha that it says that you could swear shvus bitul lahara lehetiv bidvar shus ksiv. Stafka bar shus like a chil or not. It's not speaking about mitzvahs. The carbon the lahara lehetiv. Gabe carbon ksiva. I would say you can't that for the var shus is only in carbon, but le'inyan mitzvahs you could swear. Not avo bal yachel ikka. In other words, fellas, we can break it up two components. When you make a shvur or a neder, there's the do not profane your words, and if you do, you bring a carbon. So we know that it says lahara lehetiv, so maybe that's only in your carbon, but the varishus is lahara lehetiv. But then you yachal devarim, even a mitzvah, it will be shaykh yachal devarim. Right? That even gabi mitzvahs, it will be shaykh yachal devarim. And we tatzin and skip down. A little bit down. The shari leilis ruze nafshe claima. What does it mean to be mizarez yourself? Vaday loy itzrich haikro loy mashi chala legabe bal yachel. You don't need a pasuk to tell me that it's chal, because that's not. Elachi kamar. Minayin shedava hogenhu lishava lekaimis hamitzvah. I know it's a proper thing to do to swear to perform a mitzvah. Vafilu ksherim shenimnoyim mishvua. And even people who stay away from shvuas. In other words, guys, shvuas are not a good thing. The Nedarim not a good thing. We're going to see it's not a good thing. And even ksherim, right? Richter mentioned good guys, and they're going to stay away from going ahead and swearing. Nonetheless, it's good to swear the mekayim mitzvah. Shenema nishpati v'kayema. There wasn't a bigger question than David. And what does David say? Nishpati, I swore, and as a result of my swore, I was mizarez myself. V'kayema, and I fulfilled it. right? Klaimar, Shay David Hoyoisa came. David did this. So in the Havamin, it was what that shvur to chal on a shvur to do the mitzvah, and this is the Mizaris itself to do the mitzvah, and that's what he's bringing the pasuk. Okay, very good. Next piece. Another statement of Gidl Amarav. If a person says, Ashkem ve'eshna, I will get up and I will learn Perik Zeh. I'm going to get up and learn this Perik, right? The Eshna Mesech Dezu. I'm going to get up and learn Yavamis. Neder Gadol. I did that for you. Neder Gadol. Neder Kei Yisrael. Right? It's a Neder Gadol, Neder Kei Yisrael, which is interesting, right? It's a shvu and you're calling it a Neder. To learn. Ben shvu chal shvu. So my kamash malon. That feel is the ruse ba'alma, right? Even to mizaris yourself, you can do it. Right? The Gemara, Rav Gil Kamai. So what's Rav Gil is saying in the second statement that it's not encompassed in the first statement? Says the Gemara, ha kamash malon. Kivan the iboy pot the nafshe b'kriyah shema. If a person wants to pat himself with kriyah shema, we'll see what that means in a second. Shachvis v'arvis yishamachi chal shvua. This Gemara Menachos Tzadik Tes, guys. We saw this Gemara that you can pat yourself from kriyah shema from Limud Torah with this kriyah shema shachas v'arvis, but don't tell it to an amoritz. But don't tell it to an amoritz. So I would say that what I would say it's not chal. I'm more than that. It's not chal. Kamash malon it is.
Making sure to learn. Making sure to learn.
To get up on a specific thing, right? To get up, learn a specific thing. Okay, let's see some runs here. The first wide line. Even though it said neder gadol, neder kei Yisrael, guys, mashma it's a neder, it's not true. Shvua karmet. Says the man, it's a shvua. The Omer vehedya b'shvua, he says in a shvua, eshna, it says perik zeh, I will swear I'll do this perik. Shay neder, kimashu mitzar chefza nafshe, lesa la'olam ba'aseh. Guys, a neder can never be on an aseh. What's a neder? You're asking something, right? You're asking something not to. An issur is not to do. To get up and learn is an aseh. You can never have a neder on aseh. It's a good idea to know. Must be a shvua. Elavadei shvua kamer. Vadei it's a shvua. Kida ashrim beduchtei tuva. Like you find in many places. The karulei the shvua neder that we call the shvua neder. Now there are other Rishonim who disagree with the Ram, but the Ram is pointing out clearly that we're speaking about the shvua is called a neder, and he brings sources for it. So this is a big thing. Let's go down the next Ran. Kamash malon. The key with the boy put in nafshi b'kriyas mashach v'sa'arvis, you get off the hook. Now says the Ram, Mistabeli, the lav dafka b'hachi miftar. Don't think for a second. You see this Gemara, you say to yourself, "This is pretty great, right? I got a minyan every day. I got a minyan at night. I'm good, right? Not so fast, Sludowski, right? Now, so why? Mistabeli, the lav dafka b'hachi miftar. Shari chayiv kolodam lilmoy tamid yaim v'layla kfi kaychay. Each person, according to the Kayak, should learn day and night, says the Ran. So don't think for a second you're getting off the hook with Kriya Shema. So he has to explain the Gemara, right? So they hang in there. Ramina Perikami the Kedushin, Tanabanan, Vishinamtam, Shiyu Divrei Torah, V'chudadim B'picha. Vishinamtam goes, Vishina guys means it's sharp. It's sharp. So in other words, it has to be sharp in your mouth. Mechade, it has to be sharp in your mouth. Shini Sholcha, other person asks you Dava, she's like the gam game. You should be able to answer right away, but time alike. Right? Who played third base on the 1956 Yankees, right? Should know that in a second. Okay, anyway.
Gil McDougal.
Gil McDougal is correct. Okay, what was Gil McDougal famous for besides that? He hit Herb Score in the head, right? And he ended his career. Go, Steinberg, you can know this as well. This is before our time. 1956, we were little boys.
Very little boys. For once, I can say that.
Okay, anyway. So the guys, what does it mean over here? What does it mean that you can pat yourself shachas v'arvis? A person's supposed to learn the whole day. In fact, Torah should be mechudim b'fiv, it should be sharp in your mouth. The Kriya Shema shachas v'arvis loisayi lahachi. In other words, if you learn Kriya Shema, you know, and people are going to ask you, you won't be able to answer anything. Ella mikan nira li raya, says the Ran, there's a raya from over here. L'masha kasavti b'perek shvua shtayim basra. The chol midi the asa midrasha Afa pishu min Torah. Anything that you learn from a drasha, even if it's midaraisa, even the lesson mefurish bikra behedya, if it's not stated openly in the pasuk, shvua chalalav, a shvua is chalal, guys chiddush gadol, This is mamish an underline, a highlight. When we say ain't shvua chalal shvua, guys, we're mushba ba'ovim Sinai. So a shvua can't be chalal shvua. That's only mefurish pasuk in the Torah, mefurish mitzvah. But if it's a deraisa dika drasha, on that the shul could be chal. Deraisa dika drasha, on that the shul could be chal. Tremendous finish. Since you can get yourself off the hook, what it says openly. Why does it say openly? The hainu b'shach b'cha u'v'kumecha b'kriyas ma'shakris v'arvis, right, which are open in the Torah. Right? Since, what does it mean that you right? Since a person, we're telling you that it's something that you learn from a drasha, a shvua can be chal on. So this is what it means over here. Since he wanted to pattern himself from what it says in the Torah behedya. In other words, the shapul kumecha are illustrations of where we apply the din of shvua chalal shvua, something open in the Torah, which is Kriya Shema. In Kriya Shema, it says in the Torah, b'shach b'cha u'v'kumecha. That type of Torah, which ain't shvua chalal shvua, you can pattern yourself with that. Masha ein kein shemachi chal shvua leha, right? Therefore, shvua schal on the part, right? Legami, I feel the carbon. Invite him to come and ned the god l'klaimar l'chol dinav kidvar reshus. For ksati zeh b'shem rayis gemuris b'siyata d'shmaya. So the Ran says a big chiddush. Let's stick it in the Gemara. Let's stick around in the Gemara. Read the Gemara. Amar Rav. I'm Gil Amar Rav. Hoyma ashkim be'eshna perik zeh ashna b'sef l'zu ned the god l'ned l'kei b'Yisrael. Well, Mushma Messina Klin Torah in Shvua Chal Shvua. My Kamashmalon that feels Zuzi Al Mahamed of Gil Kmai. So Kamashmalon Kim the boy pot and Afshi Bekriyash Mashakris the Arvis, since he can pat himself the Kriyash Mashakris the Arvis from a Shvua on that he can pat himself. Why? Because that's often in the Torah. Mishum Hachi Chal Shvua Laha. Therefore, Shvua is Chal on the parts of the Torah that like you cannot pat yourself. I think that's pshat. I think so. Amrav Gidl Amarav. Haimul Chaver, someone says to his friend, Nashkim Vineshna Perikzen. Now he says the following: we will get up and we will learn. We will get up and we will learn. In other words, we're going to get up and we're going to learn. So in the first one he said, I'll get up, and this one he's saying we will get up. Allah Lahashkim, he has to go first. Shenemar, it says by Yecheskel, Vayomer Elai Kum Tzei El Habika, go to the valley. B'Shom Adar I'll speak with you. Be'etzei El Habika says Yecheskel went to the valley. V'Hinei Shom Kavod Hashem Ma'imei. Hashem told him to go to the valley. Who was there first? Rabbi Shalom was there. Shechem was there first. So who I did? If a person says we will get up, he has to go ahead and get up first.
Could be mashpia someone else.
No, he doesn't have to go. He doesn't have to listen. But I'm saying you again. If you do it, and the guy's masking him, then you have to be there first. That's it. I'm Rabbi Yosef. Now the rest of the Gemara is very interesting. I'm Rabbi Yosef. Niduhu b'chaloim. If you in your dream they put you in nidui. In your dream they put you in nidui. Put you in cherem. Sarach yud b'nei adam lahatallah. You need 10 people to mata him. What's pshat? In a dream, who might be putting you in cherem if you're in a dream? The Baruch, right? And now, in order to mata, you need the one who put you in front of him. Good, yeah. In order for Dvar Kedusha, for the Shechina, you need 10. That's the reason.
Dreams are,
yeah, we learned in brachas again, but certain dreams that are, certain dreams are very. Yeah, there's certain dreams, I guess, that you have to things that with. Who the tanu hilchasa, and those 10 people they have to be all balalacha. Avamasnu like tanu if they learn Mishnah, they don't learn Gemara like. Bilaka the tanu hilchasa afilu masnu like tanu. Then you can take a person who has Mishnayos. Vileka, you can't even find the person who learns Mishnayos. Leisav Leisav Aparshas Terachim. Go sit by the crossroads. Go down to the crossroads. V'yov. Look, I can't even. V'yov Shloima and give Shalom the baby. Shalom Libi Yud. In other words, go give Shalom Aleichem to 10 people. At the Mikli Asara the Gemiri Hilchos. If you get 10 together, so the Ran says something fascinating, guys. Look at the Ran. At the end, since they'll answer him Shalom, it'll protect him. You know, you say to the person Shalom Aleichem, so Aleichem Shalom. Shalom is one of the names of Kadosh Baruch Hu. You take for granted. Shalom Aleichem. Like Baba, they say by the Kiddush HaChadosh, right? It's a big thing. Yagin, it can protect you. It can protect you. A fascinating run.
That's Pshat to say Shkiddush Havana, get protected that month. You don't at least.
There you go. There you go. Say Shalom. Shalom Aleichem. You're good. So in other words, it doesn't preclude you getting 10 people to go ahead. In other words, you still have to do this. The Ran's learning that the 10 people, even afterwards, you'd add Mekali Asar to give me. Amr Avinu Ravashi. Yodeman Shamte. Let's say you know the person that you put in Cherem. Yodeman Shamte. Let's say you know. Mahu the Lisharle. In other words, can you go to that person? Do you need 10? Or can you go what to that person? So Malay Lishmute Shav Yishliach. Lemishri Lishav Yishliach. To put you in Cherem, he was made a shliach from Shemayim. But to get you off the hook, he wasn't. You need 10 people. Amle Ravachel Ravashi. Shamte. Let's say you saw both. They put you in Cherem and they let you off the hook. You still have to go ahead and get 10 people. Amalei kishem she efsha the bar b'lei teven. Just like it's not possible to have grain without junk in it. Kach efsha lechaloim b'lei devarim b'telim. So too, it's not possible to have a dream without what? Without devarim b'telim. Without things that are what? That are, you know. What do you tell him?
He's trying to get the brothers not to put so much stock in Yosef's dreams, not to be upset with him. That's, but then I think because his mother was dead.
Because they bowed down, right?
His mother had his mother bowed down. She wasn't alive, so the dream has to be taken with it also.
Yeah. Yosef's mother-in-law was Dina. Was his mother-in-law.
So she was
Dina, yes, right. So in his wildest dreams, he would have his mother-in-law back down to him. Anyway, that's it. Yeah. Okay, anyway. Ravina Havile. Let's just see the round, top round. Interesting. Now, then Sorchian, the Misha Niduhu Bechalaimai, in Sorch Linig Bechol Dine Menuda. Do you have to go ahead and sit away from people? The halachas nidui. If there's need, if they put you in Cherem Shemayim, right? Do you have to be like you? When Mistabeli says the Ran, the Afagav Damina and Hacha, the Misha Niduhu Bechalaimai Sorch Heter. Even though we're saying you need a heter to get you off the hook, Ein Lilmon Mikan, you can't learn from here. Lemisha Nadav Chaloim, she hate Sorich heter, right? That if someone that made a neder in a chaloim, you need a heter. The Hachaim the timing of Shem Dikla Meima, Shemin Shemaim Nidiyu. In other words, we're asking, just like you need to matter your chayrim, do you have to matter a neder? Says the Gemara, Mashain Kain Loima came beneder. Elish Reisul Rashba. B'tshuva shemaisa bo lefanov, b'tzrichu heta maisa neder came in front of him, and you would need it. So, in other words, there's a shaila in the Rishonim about, but you have to be knowing the nidui. And the second question, what about a neder? Do you need to do a far of a neder in a dream? Neither you do, but you have to do a far of a neder. So he says the machlokes between the Ran and the Rashba. Okay. Says the Gemara weiter. Kavina habile nodra levisayu His wife made a neder. Asla Kamei de Ravashi. He didn't take it off Ravina. We'll see in a second why not. He came in front of Ravashi. Amalei Baal Maushi Yasu Shliach Lecharotas Ishtay. Now, normally his wife would have to go to Bezdin. Can the Baal be a shliach to go to Bezdin to take off the neder? Amalei Ravashi said, if they're assembled in, he could go. Eloi, if they're not assembled, loy. And if they're not assembled, not. So what is the if the Bezdin is assembled, then the Baal could be the shliach. If the Bezdin is not assembled, then the Baal can't be. Okay? But let's see the Taisus. Oh, we're going to see that in a second. Let's see Taisus over here. Mahu sheyasu shliach lecharvatas ishtoi lehevi charvatas ishtoi lefnei chachamim kidei lahatolei nitra. Can he be a shliach to bring his wife's charvata to get her off the hook? So Amalei said Ravashi, imechanfi, if the bezdin is in session in v'iloi loi kloimar she'ena moitza gimel mizumanim umechanfi. You don't find three prepared and gathered. El etzarich lachsa achreim, then loi. But tzarich yin time amai. If you could, you could. You can't, you can't. What's the reason? What? Because what's the reason of what? Of okay, what's the reason? So listen what he says. Upirishri the chashin shema mitoichshu tori letroyach lachsa achareihem lekonfeifu. He's busy troubling himself to gather them together. Shema yishkach midivrei hapesach. He'll forget the words of the excuse. V'hacharata sha'am layishtay. V'yishana diburoi, and he'll change her words. V'yosef aleha, he'll add on to her words. K'dei liyashe v'charata yafa yafa. In other words, if it goes directly, says the fasting svara, you go directly, you're going to repeat exactly what your wife said. What's Bezdin going to ask his wife? Guys, difference between Bezdin, we saw this in Yavamis. What's the difference between a chacham and a bezdin? Not a chacham. The difference between a husband and a bezdin. A husband can only make from ikan lahaba, and a bezdin b'charata. Had you known, l'mafreya, you take it off. That's called charata. No. Trust me. Husband is ikan lahaba. Bezdin is oikel l'mafreya. Okay. So now you go to bezdin. You're going to come to Bezdin. What is he going to do? If she was coming to Bezdin, Bezdin would say, "Had you known such an, we're finding a pesach, a charata." Good. Now, if he goes directly from her to the Bezdin, he's going to say exactly what she told him to say. But if he's so busy gathering them together, by that time he'll forget. And as you know, what the game of as time goes on. So he's going to go ahead and find others, and then he may come up with something that she wouldn't have thought of in the first place, and Bezdin would have let her off the hook, right? So that's the says Taisvis. That's the svara. That's the svara of Knut.
Yes.
What? There's no need to over here. Yeah. Okay, so there's a very interesting ran over here. Very interesting ran in the Umaskinon. Parallel again, it's the ran is Dibra Maskal Baal Maushi Yasu Shliach Lecharetas Ishtoi. If you go down, there's a dot there. It says Umaskinon. If you have the old Gemaras, it's parallel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 lines down. Parallel 12 lines in the Gemara parallel to that. Umaskinon Tafilu Bibal. If they gathered in, Eloi mechanfin loy. Says the Ran, the af algav, the ishtoi kegufoi, even though his wife is kegufoi. So his wife is kegufoi. It should be poshit that he should be able to go ahead and be a shliach, right? Loy hikilu gabe bal elahechid mechanfe. They're only makel by the bal where they gather together. Aval de lechanfe lechatchil gabe loy. Why? The kivin mechavarta de milsa she'anoy the atzmai sham. Since really the best thing would have been the woman should be there. Sui shitas Rambam. Okay, so Taisa says that we're makel. Where are we makel? We're mekel when they're gathered. But if they're not gathered, we're not mekel. Okay. Tois is the opposite. Aval toisvis perish behepech. V'amru adarabba. Gabi inish ta'alma pshita le'shiyach alas shliach. A regular person could be a shliach. V'gabi bal dafka hu di boilon mishum dechashinan shmitach shenidra yishi koshin alav yoyse midaita v'charatasa. And the toisvis says that a regular person could be, and Baal, in other words, what's the biggest svar to say that who can be the shliach, the Baal or a person? Rambam says the Baal. Places says a regular person because the Baal, because he'll go ahead, he'll stretch it out because it's more difficult for him. In other words, if there's no tircha, he's not going to be moist on the words. But if there's a tircha, Ataisus didn't say that. Ataisus said you're going to forget. Okay. Anyway, so let's go back over to Maisa. Ravina went ahead. His wife made a neder. He came to bed. He was in the place of Rav Ashi. Usually, a husband can take off the neder if it's in neder of inay nefesh. Devarim beino leveino. So you could say that So he's in the place of Rav Ashi. He went to Rav Ashi. He wanted to know. Rav Ashi told him the following. He told him if they gathered together, yes. Shema mina says the word class. From here we can hear three things. Shema mina, Baal nasa shliach l'charatas ishtay. Baal can become a shliach to present to Bezdin the charat of his wife if they're mechanfa. Shema mina leishari lemishrei nidara ba'asrei derabe. A person can matter a neda in the place of his rebbe because if he could, Ravina would have mattered it. Why didn't he matter it? Because he was in the place of Rav Ashi. Rav Ashi was his rebbe. So the covered Rav Ashi, he himself take it off. That's the answer to the question that somebody asked. Why didn't he take it off himself? Because he was in the place of Rav Ashi, and we're being medayik the halacha that what in the Makam Rebbe you can't go ahead and take off the neder. And finally, Shema mina ki mechanfin if they together shapidami right okay the shamta afilu ba'asrei the Rebbe the yachid mumcha shari. So this is Shema mina. Those are the three things. Now the Gemara continues. The shamta afilu ba'asrei the Rebbe. That was by a neder. However, Shamta, if they're in Chayrim, then even in the place of your Rebbe, you will be able to take it off. It's more severe to leave a person in Chayrim than to matter an Eder. So therefore, Linyan Ataras to done the cover the Rav, we won't. But Linyan Shamta, I feel about the Rebbe. The Yachid Mumcha Shari Shamta, and the Yachid Mumcha could go ahead and take off the Chayrim. Amrav Shim Bezvid, Amrav Yitzchak, Vartav, Amrav Chia, Aricha, Debei Rav. Acha, Amrav Zera, Amrav Alasa, Amrav Chanina, Amrav Mayasha, Mishmei, the Rav Yehuda, Bar Eloi. This is something else. My Dechsiv, the pasuk says, "V'zarchu lachem yirei shemi," and it'll go ahead and shine for you those who fear my name. Elu b'nei Adam shehein. These are the people. These b'nei Adam shehein yirin lahaitzi shem shemayim levatala. These are people. We're going back to the sugi we saw yesterday. But you might see the name Levatali. You put a person in Chayrim. These people who zarcha lechem that'll shine for them Shemesh are people who are scared to go ahead and be mighty shem Levatala. And the pasuk says, the pasuk continues, and Shemesh Sotku Umarpe, the righteous son will cure. That's the continuation of the pasuk. Amar Abaya Shmamina Chirgu the Yuma Maseh. The chirga of the Yuma goes ahead and cures. Go down to the Ran, guys, 4 lines up from the bottom. Hadin chirga the Yuma Maaseh, 3 lines up. Avik, the dust, Hanira Bechama, that you see in the sun, Kishi Nichneses Derech Haloin, when it comes in through the window. When you see the rays of the sun coming in the window and you see those particles, right? Karim chirga. So it says, when it says the Shemesh Sotka Marpe, it cures, those dust particles cure. Yeah, you got allergies. Allergies is okay. Anyway, so it cures. So I'm Rabbi Shmami no here good yom masu upligi der shemen lakish. It's mashma that this sun is for this world, right? That Abai is arguing on all these people, right? All these people are arguing shemen lakish. En gehenim lo'ilam haba ela kadosh baruch hu moitzi chaim min atika tzaddik Mitzrayim ba v'shaim nidayim ba. Listen to this. There's no gehenim to the next world. Only the tzaddikim, the sun will be taken out of its nartik, of its shell, and the tzaddikim will be cured, and the rishayim will be judged. So the shemesh, mashma the shemesh is what for the next world. So what does he mean? In gehel ma'olam haba, So here's another Ran that is eye-opening Ran. Guys, a little bit about the future. Listen to this Ran. Let's go together, guys. 3 lines to the bottom. En Gehenim alas alavai. Lav la'achamisa kamar. It doesn't mean if the one dies. It doesn't mean in the next world. When it says En Gehenim la'achamisa, it does not mean in the next world. Divadai ikka Gehenim l'rishayim. Guess what? There's a place for Rishayim, it's called Gehenim. And they die and they're punished. We're speaking about la'asid lava. If the one dies and if the Olam Haba and all that, and then HaKadosh Baruch Hu goes ahead as Mechai the Mesim, after that, those Rishayim are going to get up. The real Rishayim will get up again. In other words, when they get up, they're not going to go back to Gehenim, but they're going to have another judgment. Shakadosh Baruch Hu yoytzi chamim min atika kedei sheyu elu mitztarim and yisrapu b'it tzadikim. So there, according to Reish Lakish, it's not speaking about the sun in this world as we know it. It's speaking about the la'asad lavai, not even in Olam Haba. It's speaking about not in the afterlife, not in Gan Eden. It's speaking about Olam Haba after the Tchiyas HaMesa. Let's see it again now. He'll take the chama out of its shell. Tzadikim misrapim bo yimshayim nedunya bo shenemar v'zarcholchem yirish shemi shemesh. Not only that, the tzadikim they'll be misadim, they'll be beautified in it. Shenemar v'yatzasim upashtem keiglei bak marbek. They'll go out and they will be like fattened calves. Or showing nidonim bo shenemar hine yom bo boya kitanu.
Yaakov